What's up, guys? Thank you very much for tuning in. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. Now, today I'm going to be trying the new Stout. I think Conor McGregor's Stout. Hopefully it's better than his whiskey, because I tried that and I thought it was a load of crap, to be honest with you. So I've sort of wasn't really in a rush to get this one. But I see it today while I was in Asda, because I don't think they sold it in Asda at first, and I thought I'll pick it up and give it a try, why not? See how it compares to Guinness, because I do really like Guinness. Yeah, see how this stacks up. See, perhaps it's even better. You don't know unless you try, do you? It's a forged Irish stout brewed in Dublin. 4.2% ABV, so it's a little bit stronger than Guinness. I think Guinness is 4.1 in it. Cost me £5.79 in Asda for a 4-pack. And you could also get like 2 packs for a tenner or something like that, mix and match. So I've got 4 cans of forged, and I've got 6 cans of Budvar, the small cans in the deal. Gonna drink them after. And yeah, it's see what it's like. My favourite alternative to Guinness, I think Guinness is still my favourite Nitro stout, would be Murphy's personally. Black Heart's good as well, but for me it's just something about Guinness that makes it my number one. I just think the more of Guinness you have, you just get used to it and you just grow to love it for what it is. And sometimes you try something different. And I think us Guinness fans can be a little bit stubborn, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, let's see what this one's like. Dump her in the glass. I've also got my nitro surge out. That is lively. It's a bit of a foul. Also got my nitro surge out. And I'm going to stick one through that as well and see how it compares. I don't know why it went so mad as it did, because I haven't shook it up or nothing. Right, dump it in. Best thing to do with these ones, just turn it upside down and just dump it in. I find just vertically straight upside down, no messing about. It won't overfill the glass because it's only a 440ml can. So yeah, just dump it in. Do the same thing with Guinness or Black Heart if you're not using a surger or what have you. I've of course had to do the pin prick in order to run this through the surger. Another can I'm going to open in a minute. Here's a look at your settling jobby. Looks lovely and creamy, doesn't it? It does look very nice and creamy. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. Appearance-wise, it looks rather good to me. Right, I done the pin prick with this one, just with a dart, just poked a little hole in the top of it. I'm going to run it through the old surger. I haven't used this for a while because I was going mad on the Guinness for a while, and I think I just needed a break from it. Right, hopefully it's charged, otherwise that's killed it. Yeah, it is charged. Right, surger, just 45-degree angle, pour it in. You can do a 2-part pour if you like, you can do whatever you like. I must say, this pin prick method does work. It does make the Guinness draft cans better, but the Nitro Surge cans are better than doing the pin prick. There is a noticeable difference, but they do slightly help the mouthfeel when out on the normal draft cans for me. I just let that settle a bit. Is that all in? Yeah, that one's all in. Grab another can that hasn't got the pin prick method on. Well, that one's going mad as well. Now, I don't know if they all do that. Let me know if you've had this, guys, because when I'm opening these forged cans normally, they're going absolutely nuts and pissing out all over the gaff. I don't know if perhaps they did get shooken up. I don't know. I've got lots of kids, you never know. One of them might just took them out of the fridge for a laugh and shook them up. You never know with kids, do you? There we go. Weren't really worth opening another can to do that, was it? But it's got a big creamy head on that one. Let's carry on with the surger one. Well, the second part of the pour, I find it's better if you don't turn the device on. Personally. Right, it's hard work, isn't it? Let's leave that for a minute, the surger one. And let's just get on with the review and see if it's any good. It's all taking a bit long for me. Right, let's get the aroma first. It smells really nice. It smells like coffee. That's the first thing I'm getting. Maybe even a slight whiskey smell, funny enough, because Conor McGregor done a whiskey as well, didn't he? Coffee, a little dusting of chocolate. Just like dark malt sort of taste. It smells more, I don't know, it's got like a kind of milky sort of smell about it. more so than a Guinness. Let's chuck it down. Here it goes. It looks very much like Guinness, doesn't it? The head's a bit bigger, sort of a deep black colour, thick, foamy, off-white head. Let's go in. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, absolutely does this match up well against Guinness? I'd say absolutely this does match up well against Guinness Draught. It is different. It's super creamy. It's probably even creamier than Guinness. It just feels a bit weird. I don't know what it is. There's something about it which straight away my head told me I don't like this as much as I like Guinness. And I've just got to figure out what that is. Super easy drinking, smooth as you like, quite thin, but like the smoothness makes up for it. Yeah, I think I know now what it is. It's sweet. It's sweeter than Guinness. It does have a bitterness on the end that does sort of complement that sweetness, you could say. But it's just too sweet for me. Like, it's okay. It's more chocolatey. There's more chocolate in this than Guinness. But with that is coming sweetness. Not a crazy level of sweetness. But for me, the thing I like about Guinness is it's just so sessionable. It's so smashable. And the more you drink of it, the more you seem to love it. Whereas I feel like after a few pints of this, although being nice, it is nice, I might get a bit sweeted out. I don't know if that's just me, but straight away, I knew there was something I noticed that I wasn't sure about, and for me it's the sweetness. I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely has a more pronounced flavour. It does, yeah, but it's just a sweet, chocolatey sweetness. That's a little bit much for me. It's a little bit too rich. It's okay. I'm just not a fan of sweet stouts. I prefer like just a dark sort of coffee and roasted toasted malts and all that. This doesn't really have that roasted toastiness to me. It's just sweet, almost like bordering like a pudding in a glass version of a Nitro Stout. Smashable as you like though. Let's try the surgeon one. Get the old surgeon on it. Open the can first, that will help, won't it? And again, as I say, for this last part, oh, don't turn on the device, I was going to say. And what did I just do? Turn it on the device. There we go, turn it back off. For the last part of the pour, don't turn on the device. And for me personally, I would say the Surger has just proved it works. Glass is a little bit dirty. I didn't let it dry properly, that's what it is. You can see this one's through the Surger. You can see it's a better pint. I mean, it looks a bit erratic what I did with the can, but I can assure you I do that with the Guinness all the time. And it normally comes out nicer looking than that, and it don't fizz out all over the place. That one just went crazy. I don't know why. Like I said, possibly could have been shooken up, but I certainly didn't shake it up. But using the pinprick method eliminated that craziness when I opened the can, and you know, just what we're left with is a lovely looking pint. Let's see if it tastes any different though, because it's all the faffing about with the Surger and all that. Like, to be honest, with the Guinness, like I say, using the Surger, I do think it tastes slightly better. Not necessarily taste, but it's a mouthfeel using the Surger and the pinprick trick. But is it worth the effort? Probably not. No. Not a lot in it, guys. There's not a lot in it. In fact, I would say using that surger has perhaps taken away a tiny little bit of flavour, which for me is probably a good thing because it's made it a little bit less sweet. But there's a fraction in it. So is it worth using the surger? On Conor McGregor's Forged? Nah. Do I think it's a replacement for Guinness? Maybe for some people, but not for me. In fact, I think personally the Brewdog's Black Heart is better than this. The problem with that is I find it a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes you get a 4-pack and you're like, this is bang on. Other times it's a bit not quite the same, but that's Brewdog in general for me. They're a little bit inconsistent. I don't know. This one's not for me. Nah, it's just not doing it for me. I would rather have Murphy's, I'd rather have Guinness, and I'd rather have the Black Heart. So again, another Conor McGregor product that I'm not very happy with. I know a lot of people have enjoyed this and it's had some good reviews, but for me, stick to your Guinness. You know, it's just not worth it. It's sweeter, and perhaps if you've got a sweet tooth, you might really enjoy that. But yeah, it's not a touch on Guinness for me. Give me a pint of Guinness any day over that. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's not dreadful. The mouthfeel is lovely and smooth. It's very creamy. I think there's some oats or something in there, and they've really just tried to nail that mouthfeel. But for me, they haven't nailed the taste. It's super easy drinking and all that, but nah, 6 out of 10 for me. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry this one's been a bit all over the place. I didn't really plan it. I wasn't even going to make a video tonight. I just thought, oh, sod it. Just sort of done it as I went along. I was going to take a couple of days off, but I don't know if I will now. I see how I've been feeling a little bit rough. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Give me some ideas from other videos you'd like to see, and let me know, do you think this is better than Guinness or not? I do believe some people will prefer this to Guinness. But for me, this is almost like a craft version of Guinness. I just prefer Guinness. As I've said a few times now. So I'll be off. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Until the next one, bye bye, darlings.